Have you ever tried really hard at something and failed? How about failing 84 times in a row? That's what happened to Santiago, an old fisherman in Ernest Hemingway's book, The Old Man and the Sea. 84 days he went out on his boat, and 84 days he came back with nothing. But Santiago, he never gave up. Why? Because he knew that the next day could be different. And you know what? He was right. This story is about never giving up. It's about having courage when things get tough. It's about the kind of strength we all have inside of us. This is a story for all of us, even if you've never seen the ocean, because we all have mountains to climb and battles to fight. And sometimes, just getting out of bed in the morning feels like a victory. So come with me now, on a journey far out to sea with an old man named Santiago. We're going to learn about life, loss, and the importance of never giving up on your dreams. No matter how big the storm, no matter how dark the night, there's always a reason to keep going. Imagine yourself on a small boat. The sun is hot. The sea stretches out before you, endless and blue. You've been alone for days with nothing but the birds and the fish for company. That's what it was like for Santiago. He was an old man, his face tanned and wrinkled from the sun and the sea, but his eyes, they still held a spark of hope. He went out further and further, beyond where the other fishermen dared to go. He had a feeling, deep in his gut, that today was going to be different. He let his line down, deep into the dark water. He waited. And then, he felt it. A tug, a pull. Something was on the other end of his line. Something big. Before we continue, if you're enjoying the content, hit like and subscribe for more insightful summaries. This wasn't just any fish. This was a marlin, a magnificent creature bigger than Santiago's boat. The fight was on. The marlin pulled and Santiago held on. Hours turned into days, days into nights. The old man's hands blistered, his back ached, but still, he held on. He admired the marlin, respected its strength. They were connected now, these two beings, locked in an epic struggle. The sun beat down, the waves crashed, and still, they fought. Santiago talked to the marlin almost like a friend. He told him about his life, his hopes, his dreams. He had never felt so alive, so connected to the sea, to nature, to this magnificent creature. Just when Santiago thought he might win, when he might finally bring the marlin in, the worst happened. Sharks. Drawn by the blood and the struggle, they came in a frenzy. Santiago fought them off as best he could, but there were too many. They tore at the marlin, ripped it apart, leaving nothing but a skeleton. Santiago wept. He had never felt so defeated, so utterly crushed. He sailed back to shore, the marlin skeleton tied to his boat, a testament to his struggle, his defeat, his spirit. The other fishermen, they saw the skeleton and they were amazed. They had never seen anything like it. They crowded around Santiago, wanting to hear his story. Santiago, he was a hero. Not because he caught the biggest fish, but because he never gave up. He showed them all what it meant to have courage, to face the impossible, and to never back down. He may have returned with an empty boat, but his heart, his spirit, it was full. He had stared death in the face and emerged stronger, more alive than ever. What about you? What challenges are you facing in your life? Remember Santiago. Remember his courage, his resilience, his spirit. Because inside each of us, there's an old man, an old woman, a young boy, a young girl, ready to face the impossible and never give up. We reach the end, but before you leave, join our community of passionate readers by simply subscribing to our channel, where your love for knowledge and great stories truly matters.